is day 2 of the conference, day 3 of DC overall, and we all just got Starbucks before we have all of our sessions. So to go first, I got a little pink drink, and then I got a spinach and feta wrap. Okay.
I'm Sierra. I got a coffee cake, and she spelled my name S-I-R-A.
Hey, let me see it. Nice.
Lovely, and some water.
Beautiful.
I got me a apple crisp oat milk shaken espresso.
How is it?
It is delicious. It is making me jitter like crazy, but it's working, so.
Good.
Buenos dias. My name is Samuel Robinson. I got a chai latte and a chocolate croissant. I kept it nice and simple, and hopefully this will get me through the day. We got until like 5 p.m. or something?
Yeah.
There you go.
So we just completed our first session. I went to How to Tell a Good Audio Story. It was very, very interesting. Sarah, what was your first session?
I went to Don't Get Sued, and it was about libel and defamation.
Wow, okay. And which session are we at now?
We are at,
We know where we are.
I know exactly where we are. It's on the other side of the page. We are at Want to Become a News Influencer. Let's talk law.
Very exciting. We will let you know how that goes when we're done. We are in a new location now, but we're not going to get to that just yet because we're going to catch you up on how our last session went. What was it like learning about being a news influencer?
It was very interesting. We talked about all the legal aspects of being a news influencer. And as we were going through, and we were going through quite quickly, and we were taking our notes, I was thinking about the violations that I've seen online of all of those laws and how people could get themselves in serious trouble. So please, if you don't have a journalistic background, please.
We learned about libel, trademark, copyright, privacy, and contracts. I remembered all 5. But yeah, he went very fast, but we got very diligent notes, so it's still good. But now we are at the keynote. Do you know who our keynote speaker is today?
Of course I do, and let me tell you who our keynote speaker is today.
We've got the schedule pulled up right here.
It's Margaret Gallagher to left.
What's her background?
She's let me tell you everything about her, the founding director of Syracuse University's Institute for Democracy, Journalism, and Citizenship.
That's so cool.
And senior contributor at Axios. Brings decades of experience covering the White House, Congress, and presidential elections to her keynote. A seasoned political analyst for CNN, SiriusXM, and NPR, and past president of the White House Correspondents Association.
That's so many things.
Offers unique insights into the challenges and opportunities facing journalism today. Drawing from her leadership roles in newsrooms, classrooms, and civic organizations, she will explore how storytelling, trust, and citizenship intersect at a time when democracy and the press are under pressure.
That sounds really cool. I feel like she's going to have a lot of cool stuff to say.
Excited.
My goodness. Okay.
I'm glad that we're here.
Yes. And we're glad that you're here with us. You'll be so filled in. Okay, but now while we're waiting for our keynote, let's recap you on what we've done. So of the 2 sessions you've been at, because we had one like long session yesterday because the conference officially started yesterday. Of the 2 sessions, or now maybe three now. But we kind of recapped that already. Of the 3 sessions you've been at, which one was your favorite?
So far, it was the first session that we went to yesterday.
Okay.
Because that was 4 hours, so I felt like we really got into all of the topics.
What did you do specifically?
I went to Society of Professional Journalists at Google, looking at how we can use all these different Google tools to aid our journalism, and I'm very excited because I'm writing a piece right now about Brockport and how so many small local businesses in Brockport are being closed as they build chains around. So I was using the Google Maps tool and the historical, because you can go back and look at like past decades, and looking at the green around Brockport, the forest around Brockport being destroyed so they could build Chick-fil-A.
Right.
So I thought that was very interesting.
You're giving it a shot. Oh, we're starting. 2-minute warning. Plenty of us time to finish filming. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a cop-out, but I feel like all my sessions were so different. Like, I feel like the one that we just went to with media law, there was so much content in it in such a short amount of time. Whereas the one I went right before that, I'm talking too fast, was about how to tell a good audio story. And I really like that because that was more of a discussion. We listened to the audio stories that the speaker put together and really analyzed like what decision she made and like the meaning behind that. And I thought that was cool that it was more of a discussion based instead of a note-taking one. And then my like 4-hour session was all about the money that goes into running a student media organization and like what to do to get sponsorships and how to like just build those connections and like how to do a cold call, how to do a cold email, how to do a meet in person and how to follow up. It really went like so specific. Like we wrote out examples, that we wrote out our like value propositions too. So that's gonna be super great because as you know, Stylus does not have any sponsorships right now.
As of October 16th, 2025.
But now that I have all these intensive notes that already build on the stuff that I already knew because they're like, oh, what's the value proposition? I'm sitting there and I'm like, I know what a value proposition is. I'm leagues ahead. Maybe not leagues. But like, no, but now that it's cool to see like stuff that I already learned in like marketing classes and applied specifically to like scenarios in student media. And that was cool to be able to connect those like concepts. But yeah, But yeah, we're definitely gonna have sponsorships rolling in. Mark my words. But no. Right. Thank you, Stylus, for paying for this trip. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying all the sessions. A lot of good content, learning a lot.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a great keynote. Okay, we have gotten out of our keynote speaker. How would you say it was?
She was very insightful.
Very inspiring. I feel like I want to change the world now.
Yeah.
Now we are having a scrumptious meal at the establishment called Five Guys Burgers and Fries. And I'm going to show you what all 5 of us got today. So to start, I got this milkshake. It's like chocolate and peanut butter, has Oreo in it. I did all the fixings. I also have a melt over here. Okay, now pass the phone to Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah, I have to do it for content.
I'm having a bacon burger with onions and barbecue sauce.
Perfect. Okay. I'm having a cheeseburger with ketchup and grilled onions and a Coke.
Guys, see the thing is, we're not 5 guys. We're 4 gals and 1 guy. So like, how do you?
Five.
Anyways, I'm having the works. I'm having onions, lettuce, bacon, ketchup and mustard, which I'm now noticing they might have forgotten my ketchup. So.
Oh, well, there's some yeah.
There's ketchup.
At least you have some ketchup.
At least I got the thing. Yeah. At least I'm good. I'm happy.
I get you though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you look here, we have a cheeseburger with cheese, tomatoes, lettuce. We got some onions. We got some mayo. We've got some ketchup in between here, right there at the bottom of the bun, as you can see. Very simple, very classic, but it's gonna feed me. So
Perfect.
That might have Samuel.
That's all you need. Thank you, Samuel. We are back at the hotel now. We enjoyed Five Guys a lot. Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. And then, so at the conference we get these cool lanyards, name tags, right? But they
Badges.
didn't have any badges the other day, but they finally had more badges. So we just got them both that say she, her, and editor, because he wrote editors at the Stylus, and we want to show that off. So now we're just hanging out on the floor here, right? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry for exposing her. She sits up straight all the time. You didn't see that.
Especially when I eat.
Yeah, but we're gonna hang out on the floor until we have our next session, which is at 1 p.m. and it's currently
12:49.
So we're probably gonna get up from the floor soon, so we have time to walk around. The hotel's huge. Remind me to get footage of the hotel so the fans can see. Everyone from the future here. I'm currently in the middle of editing and I realized that I never gave you a recap on how the end of my conference day went on Thursday, so I'll quick recap that for you right now. I went to, as I probably mentioned, 3 more sessions in the afternoon. They all were phenomenal, like all the sessions I was at in the morning. So now I'll give you a quick run through of what each of those sessions were.
first session of the afternoon. The third session of the day was accessibility, that's the starting point, and that basically went through how to make your content accessible, whether it's your website or social media, to users who have disabilities. And that was probably my favorite conference session of the entire weekend, probably because I just didn't realize how many barriers there were for people with disabilities for digital content, but also how simple it was to just get rid of those barriers and make your content accessible. There's just so many simple things like adding alt text, being specific with captioning, what else? Just using contrasting colors for web design. So many great simple tips that like I definitely will bring to the content I'm producing now that I'm back in Brockport. And I just think it's so important to like make sure your content is able to be accessed by anyone who wants to, and there shouldn't be those barriers there. So I definitely thought that session was super duper valuable. Now, the second session I went to in the afternoon, fourth session of the day, was called Talking to Strangers. It was basically all about how to interview, which seems like it shouldn't be needed because, well, okay, let me backtrack. That sounds rude. It seems like you know, like it seems like I should know how to interview, being that like it's my third year in the journalism program. I'm immersed in student media, like I should know. I've done interviews before, but this session was also incredibly valuable because it wasn't just like, here's how you ask a question. It was like, this is what you do if someone doesn't want to do an interview, but you need to interview them. Like, this is how you approach them and get them to want to talk. This is how you make people comfortable in conversations, because you control the interview, and depending on how tense you are, how nervous you are, how unprepared you are, really sets you up for a bad interview. So the speaker really thoroughly and really helpfully went through all of the ways that you can set yourself up for a really successful interview with someone else, which again, I was super duper grateful to get a bunch of notes on that. And then my fifth session and final session of the day was presented from a professor and some students from Augusta University about how to use Instagram to promote your newspaper, and that was really helpful because they had specific metrics they were able to show us, and they really tested out how different formats for posts, like different infographics versus videos versus pictures, and really showed what drew people to get interested not only in the post specifically, but interested in their newspaper, and really compared it to like you use the inverted pyramid structure like a print or like online article, but now you're using that information for an Instagram post or a reel to get people interested in your content online on social media, the way to draw in users to read your content on your newspaper's website. I thought that was super helpful because social media is definitely a great way to bring in people who want to read more of your articles, bring awareness to your publication, but it was also really helpful that it came directly from students. It was mainly 2 students who were running their campus newspaper who presented, so it was definitely really helpful to hear feedback proven from students who are learning things from their internship, from their newsrooms, and bringing things back to us instead of like, even though it wouldn't have felt distant because like it's all professionals there, like it felt like, oh, like this is like one of my peers is doing this, and it felt like really accessible because like someone who is like doing the same positions as me, doing the same stuff as me, was able to use these strategies and make it work. It felt like more accessible for me rather than it's someone who is in the industry for like decades and decades. It would feel like, oh wait, I can't do that yet. Like I'm just like at a student media like organization. Like it felt like accessible and palatable and easy for us to execute and get more reach for our paper, which I really did like. Anyways, that was my Thursday recap. If you're wondering, no, that wasn't the only day in my conference, but that was the one I took you through alongside with me. If you would like my full review of MediaFest 2025, not just all the sessions I attended, but as well as different like sightseeing places I went, different tourist attractions, as well as restaurants I ate at, if you would like full reviews of everything, definitely leave a comment and then I'll make a future video, but only if I get the feedback. But thank you for tuning in again for my next video. Definitely subscribe so you know when it comes out, and I appreciate you watching this long. Definitely see you next time.